and they knew my name was Bay Bay, so motherfucker Juicy J, Bay Bay Bay, Bay Bay Bay, yeah, Bay Bay Bay, Bay Bay Bay. He's like, and then one of my partners say, you know that song is about him? Bay Bay Bay.
Episode 4, Private Conversations. Welcome. We are here with a legend today. We are 3 episodes in, and we've been looking forward to guests, and we're finally here with one.
Strategically picked.
Strategy. Yeah. So for those who may have watched our episode with Fat Joe last week, there was an interaction inside the store with Fat Joe and a legendary radio DJ, record breaker, history maker, and
Pioneer
in the game. And we just had to bring him in here because not only has he been a good friend of ours for years, but it was just the timing of everything. It made sense. So without further ado, everybody welcome the one and only Hey Bay Bay.
Whoa. Private selection.
This is right at home for you because you talk in front of a microphone like this all the time.
Yeah.
So I just realized when I looked over, I'm like, he does this all day already. He's right at home.
The etiquettes are there.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is special because that's a job. You know, we got that much time to talk and it's off.
Yeah.
And I go away. You don't see.
Yeah.
But this is very special because you hardly ever get a chance to see me sit down and talk about anything, have an opinion about anything.
Sure.
Opinions are like assholes.
Everybody's got one.
And they stink.
They all stink.
And they stink.
They all stink.
and it's from one side of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And I learned that a lot of people don't really care about the truth or what happens or what you've done. It's about what you've done for me lately.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes that gets lost
in the sauce.
So tell me this. How long have you been in Dallas?
Consistently 14 years. But I was also in Dallas in 1996, 97.
At a station?
No.
Or this is before radio?
DJing clubs?
Before radio, yeah.
Clubs and stuff?
So this thing that I adopted called latex is Louisiana, Texas. Born and raised in Louisiana. But I had connections and ties throughout Texas for a long time. So I used to be in Dallas in 96. Stayed in East Dallas with one of my friends, trying to venture out and
get in the mix.
Yeah, big city. And this is around the time when Dayton's were like, one of my friends got killed downtown and named Javon. All gold Dayton's. Clean, little red Eclipse.
Oh, Dayton's on an Eclipse?
I was about to say.
Yeah.
He was having it his way.
Was there swingers and orangutans on there too, or white walls, everything?
Nah, he had them black walls.
Okay.
But when I tell you, it's like, you remember Boys in the Hood?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
You remember Minister Society?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Kane he jacked for the rims and came down with that.
Yeah.
Just when I rode with him, I felt like that. And I was on the passenger side. Troy, let me ride with you. And I'm on the passenger side. Yeah, 96. I was out here with my partner Carell. And I got a chance to go and see the Bomb Factory. That was a Bomb Factory 1. And that's where I used to go and hang out at. Downtown. Party real good. Then I left and went back home. And then that's when the entrepreneurship, the dancing.
The branding of yourself.
Yeah. Because I was already popular and hot in 92, baby. I used to be a drum major.
A what?
A drum major.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, drum major in the band.
That's dope.
Yeah.
We talking like Nick Cannon drumline?
Yeah, exactly. I was him. Couldn't read that music, but I was on the field.
But you was in the lick.
I used to kill it, kid. You know what I'm saying?
Dropping beats.
Made a little history there too, because I was like the first drum major that didn't play an instrument.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I had showmanship and then discovered leadership. And my band director trusted me and invested into me and put me in front of the band. And
That stuff's huge in Louisiana, though,
It
right?
is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
old Grand Prairie and everything like that. Like the whole that thing's big there.
oh yeah, like at State Fair Classic, like
Yeah.
halftime,
Yeah.
the cassette stands don't make money
Mm-hmm.
because they still watching
Everybody
the band.
watching it.
Everybody
Yeah.
watching the band.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know where it started at, but yeah. So I've been in Dallas consistently since 2007 till now.
Yeah.
Consistent.
So you met Scott and I at the place we used to work, and I
Right.
want to say when we first got here in like 2015.
Yeah, it was about 2015.
So back at that time, we were just two guys working at a clothing store, and we had the opportunity to work with Bay Bay, pull some outfits,
Yeah.
get the man dressed, and it was like back at that time, it was like such a big deal for me.
Yeah, he would pull up in this big dually truck
Right.
that had this crazy like 18-wheeler horn, and you would know Bebe's there because you just hear that. Go outside. He's in the parking lot. This big old truck, taking up the whole space.
And so obviously that relationship has developed over the years.
Right.
We've watched this man have a lot of growth over the years, and then he's also at the same time watched us have a lot of growth over the years. So it's very cool to be able to sit here now.
Yeah.
And especially with how long it's been, 8 years or whatever it's been, like it's cool to be able to sit down in this place, in this chair, and now just,
The
See,
game goes in a circle.
Yeah.
Like this nose of ours.
Yeah.
So now I know how people look at me the same way I look at y'all, because we was very strategic back, like in the stores.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
with you guys, like I remember Scotty. I didn't know you were that hip. I didn't know that much background on you at the store, but I just remember you like, yo, this right here, this right here, this right here. I was like, damn, how he know all that? Yeah, man, I used to, yeah, man, I used to do this. I used to,
and
yeah, man, and I know this. I was like, see, if a certain demographic, they would call it clout chasing,
Yeah.
but he really like knew what he was talking about. But he also wanted to be that, you know what I'm saying, or get you to see that. Hey, yo, I'm just not this
Yeah.
like
crazy ass white kid.
Like
You
what
know,
you-
like yeah,
what you grew up doing and the people you were moving and shaking with, I was on the outside listening to them growing up.
wow,
So like as you're showing me those pictures earlier today, like I knew everybody's name. I can quote you the song.
yes,
Tell you the history behind Switch House,
Crazy
DJ
to
Screw, and even the Botany Boys and things of that
crazy
matter.
to me. The Botany Boys.
The crazy story about that, just to go off topic. Okay, so Courtney is his name, C-Note's name. So my best childhood friend is Cameron, and he was probably, there wasn't that many black people that lived in my neighborhood, but he was my best friend. And he would always leave and go on these family reunions. And for urban people and family reunions, it's a big deal.
Better know it.
They're printing shirts out.
Yes.
Everyone's got the 20th annual Kennedy, whatever family reunion. And so he would always go out of town to these family reunions in like Houston and other places like outside of Houston. And so whenever he'd come back, he would always have something. So he left and came back and he had Third Coast Born. And I'm like, yo, what's this? He's like, it's my cousin. I said, what do you mean? He's like, my cousin Courtney. He's like, he's in this group with Lil Flip. I didn't know who Lil Flip was. We took the CD and we put it on. We're playing like GTA 1 or whatever. And Third Coast Born and being Texas raised.
Yeah.
And so we had that on repeat. And so I ended up going and having my mom take me to like Sam Goody or somewhere random, and I found it. And then I got put on it.
Right.
And so I was jamming Botany Boys, Will Lean,
Come on.
Lil Flip, Sino, all them cats way before I ever actually got influenced by like South music. It was like one of the first entry levels, and it was by default because he was in the suburbs taking trips to the hood and get in the and Sino slanging them out the trunk and just gifting them to the little ones.
Right.
And he's bringing it back, and then we're all listening to it. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Fast forward, it's like you were in that mix, but I didn't indirectly know you till, years later.
Right.
And so to add to what you're saying, it's like a lot of people could see me from the outside and think one thing, but if I can sit here and tell you different stories about,
Yeah, no, you invested.
I'm
you
in
are
there.
invested.
I know it.
You are invested, and that's the thing, that the beauty of it, And I get a lot of accolades from people, like seeing people early on. That's like one of my best gifts.
Having an ear for knowing
having
when
an
it's
eye,
okay,
and an ear,
yeah,
an eye and an ear. And I tell people I don't have time to separate the goats from the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna feed everybody and let them separate themselves. Mm-hmm. And that's how I've been able to just live. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
And it's not just with artists; it's with people. Period.
Yeah, you are an interesting curator of people.
it's
The people the people who you have relationships with, a lot of them you would never even think or never even know. The craziest thing is like you have like a different chain for every, like one day you could have an MMG chain.
Yeah.
One day you could have and it's like he's affiliated
He
with
had
so many different
yes.
camps.
So
PRE,
many.
PRE chain.
He had his PRE chain.
Look,
Yeah.
So y'all got to understand, this man he's
tell you,
really plugged in.
I'll give you, because that was an interesting point. I got an MMG chain. I got a 1501 chain. I got a PRE chain. I got a straight lace chain. I got a Clover G chain. I got I got a Clover. Yeah, my brother wears it now. I got so many, and in today's time, what would that be called? That you got that many chains?
Yeah.
It's not a positive thing. It'd be like, damn, who you signed
Yeah,
to?
yeah. Where's the loyalty?
With?
Yeah.
Where's exactly
I
right.
feel like it just means you're certified in any hood.
Oh my God! Like there are gifts. When I wear the PRE chain, right? They're trying to figure out, like, are you signed at PRE? Or,
Yeah. What's the affiliation?
Yeah, what's the affiliation? And I don't often say anything.
Yeah.
I leave it to people's imagination where they want to take me, put me, place me.
Right.
That's why it was very interesting to see how you handled the little thing. You're allowed to.
I mean, I feel like Fat Joe kind of answered that
There
question
you go.
for you.
Right.
Because you do these pivotal movements in the industry that might change someone's life for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So Fat Joe explained to us that they weren't listening to him down here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in Louisiana and he saw the way this girl was dancing to down south music with you DJing that night and was like, I need to somehow tap in with this market. What do I do? Created Make It Rain. And then you led that force that got it to be played down here for him to be able to be known worldwide.
And was spinning it more than any other
Anybody
DJ.
else. Yeah. Like, think about our relationship. I root for you guys. I root for you guys, not directly wanting anything back. We was pulling up to the what is the hotel or the townhouse? What?
Yeah, the warehouse.
The warehouse. The warehouse, right? Yeah. Just pulling up to the warehouse. So you think I ain't pulling up to the Galleria? Yeah. Tripping. Get the fuck out of here.
It was a 1,500 square foot loft.
Like Jay Prince Jr. said, we went from the warehouse to the penthouse.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's tied up. You feel me? And
I got ties too, man.
yeah, real talk. I know. I peeped that. You know what he said. So along the way, I've just been, keeping my head down and just helping where I see, putting the paint where it ain't
I like that.
for a long time. And I never popped my shit
Why is that?
because we tricked ourselves into thinking that, if people say you did something from the heart, you're not supposed to exploit it. But luckily and smart enough, you see those pictures. Those pictures date back to 98, 96, 97, 98. I was smart enough to take pictures and video of me just having a good time.
You didn't realize what you were capturing and how legendary some of those would be in the moment.
No, I did not know that.
Correct.
But I was smart enough to collect memories.
Yeah.
But you were capturing it for a reason.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you
knew what
what
you
it
were
would
doing.
be.
Yeah.
But when I look at it, I was like, damn, it looks so strategic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was strategic. The consistency of
Putting yourself in the right place with the right people and making sure that moment was captured.
Yes. And nowadays being able to avoid any beef.
Yeah.
How do you have an 800 credit score in the entertainment business
Yeah.
to where everybody speaks the same thing about you?
Yeah.
Great guy. It's because I stand on all 10 and I have a strong mind. And then your track record has to
Back that.
yes.
Yeah.
You couldn't just be out here
Yeah.
yapping and not putting nothing
But
on
that
the
also
table behind
that
it.
goes to show, like, if any of those people in the photos you're showing us earlier, if they were to walk into this door right now, you'd pick up where it was left off.
Yes.
And that's kind of how it is with Larry and I and Ian. It's just like one of those situations where, like, you can go anywhere in the city, you bring my name up, we're good.
You good.
In the industry of clothing and in the industry of music. Like, we went to Sneakercon last weekend. Kevin Gates was there, which I'm sure you know.
Right.
And we got the guys to bring him to our table. And he turns around and he looks at me and he smiles, because I knew he knew me. We had a history. Turns around, he smiles real big, grabs my hand, just holds you. He's like, I remember you.
He didn't hug you?
You was in my, what's crazy that you say that is when we used to have, before, I'll tell the story in a second, when we used to have these meet and greets, he would do these long teeter-totter hugs where he would like rock with you.
Yeah.
That's so weird. He was, I don't know what kind of mood he was in. He wasn't very friendly that day.
Yeah.
He's trying to feel your energy.
And so he grabs me. No, it's true, because the way he talks, you can tell.
Come on, man.
He's very intellectual in that type of area. And so he grabs me and he holds my hand. He's just holding it like this. He's like, I remember you. He's like, you was also in my music video. I used to go by your store. From then on, it kind of opened it up a little bit more, and he was starting to converse with us a little bit. But it just goes to show, it's like, I go back far in that area as well, where I feel like if anyone were to walk in the room that I've done business with in the past,
It's over with. They're going to give you that testimony.
I come off as very, like, you can remember my face. It's been like 8 years since I've seen Kevin, and he remembered me.
Hey.
Bro, he went back to prison because we booked him and he violated parole and left Louisiana to come do our show. And then when he went back, he violated and got locked up.
I remember that.
This was like 2013, 14. So it's like Satellites just came out.
So
Yeah. Yep.
me and Gates got a real interesting story. Like, I was the first one to introduce him to Dallas, and they walked out on him
Wow.
at Beamer's.
I don't even know what Beamers is.
Yeah, I remember Beamers.
You remember Beamers?
Yeah.
Beamer's was Park Avenue,
Yep.
Oh, okay, nice.
which is now headquarters.
I was about to say, it's been a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, only 3. No.
okay. I've been to the other two.
Yeah. Beamer's. I was doing like what people do now, like bring out the guests, pass the mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always doing that, right? So I brought out Big Tuck. The roll was hot at that time.
Shout out to
And the party was going already, and then they played the song, and then here comes the roll, and then here comes, and I got that from like Hot 97. Like, I used to always, it was like, who can you bring out? Jay-Z brought out Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? I was always into giving people more than what they paid for from an experience.
Sure.
So Kevin Gates had just done a sold-out crowd in Louisiana. Matter of fact, the DJs, and he'll tell you the story, the DJs weren't even playing his music. But because I had a relationship with him, he had gone to prison, he got out. And his rise to fame was different than a lot of, like, I would want to say Kevin Gates got hot in jail, when he went to jail,
It happens.
and the campaign that some of the people that was around him did, and then he was certified through the prison, and them beating on your chest, and that shit take. You know about those?
I know all about that.
Yep.
When you're in college.
I would just watch what Finesse 2 Times do one of those this morning. But yeah, absolutely. So and it's funny that you say that, because when we first met Kevin and we were asking him, like, how does it feel, like, adjusting to, like, now you just got out and now you got all this fame? And he was like, honestly, he was like, I don't even, like, pay attention to the TV. I don't pay attention to none of that. So he's like, it wasn't even really registering with him with how big he was getting, because he wasn't even, like, tapped into, like, social. He wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Sounds like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
It's just Wayne's World.
Let me speak from an artistic standpoint. That's very possible. You know, when people say, well, baby, who did you look up to? Who did you study? And I say, no one. No, come on. No, Lady J just asked me that. And I was like, no, I looked at people. I mean, you can't reinvent a T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
But you can see a T-shirt and have your own, like, I would have done that. I would have done this. And so you borrow little things from everybody and create your own. You don't live in the shadow of it to where, you know, I'm going to study Larry. And I know what Larry doesn't do. Larry answers the phone sometimes. Yeah. I'm going to answer all the time. And then Scotty, he's white. I'm going to be black. And you're chubby. I'm going to be skinny. Yes. And then I'll be public selection.
Yeah.
Public selection.
Public selection.
And I'm going to do it for cheaper than you. Public selections, cheaper than you. At the Redbird Mall.
Shout out Rebirth.
I mean, people do that still.
Yes, and all of a sudden they'll have a rhythm. They'll have motion.
Yeah.
And you'll be trying to figure out, like, why the fuck they not coming to the...
Yeah.
It's because those people that are really still close to that energy, they'll borrow from you and create another wave off of your wave.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste the same though.
It doesn't. And all you have to do is not respond first
Right. Yeah. For sure. We're good at that.
Yeah, we're real good at that.
and let your subscribers tell you the difference.
Yeah.
And that's how, you know, I mean, it's not just with Kevin. It's not just, I mean, there's a lot, you know what I'm saying, that I collected memories. You know, Kevin, the baby, Rod Wave, Megan, Lil Snoop, R.
Yeah.
Kelly,
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, little Snoop.
Game. One day somebody teased me about every time somebody die, Bay Bay got a picture with him. They were starting to call me the Grand Reaper.
Was this recently?
Yeah. They was like, yo, nigga, you got a picture with everybody
Yeah.
that passed away.
It immediately makes me think of Nipsey because you were with Nipsey like literally 2 weeks or
Yes.
we had just brought him right before.
I mean, the album he just showed us beforehand, like 10 of them are no longer with us.
Yeah.
Most of
Yeah.
them are South, Texas rappers, but
Yeah.
still legendary.
Worldwide.
Yeah, still legendary.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
I don't have a picture with Pop Smoke. I didn't get a chance to meet Pop Smoke. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. I just, like I said, I don't have time to separate the goats from the sheep. I'm just feeding everybody, but just treating everybody fair. And those were my sowing seasons. I'm living in harvest season now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody I know is popping, and we ain't asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The same type of investment. You ain't even asking. It's like people like, no, I remember you.
Yeah.
You know, I could tell you some of the free concerts I done got when people were being charged $250,000.
Sheesh. But they gonna do it for Baby.
You're gonna go way to Shreveport, Louisiana? You're gonna pass up Atlanta and Houston, and you're going out there for a damn DJ? Like, yeah, I'm going. Got on stage and said, yeah, relationships worth more than money.
A lot of people want the quick grab, though. They don't understand the longevity of the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I preach on sacrifices all the time.
Talk to
Because
them.
when you sacrifice, there's always a greater good on the back end.
Yeah.
You just have to be willing to understand it and know that what you're doing is temporary and what you're doing it for is for the longer term. Forever.
Every good deed has some type of selfish motive.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's just getting to go to heaven.
The crazy part is, Bay, is like you've probably done sacrifices a decade ago and maybe you're just now reaping them from that artist,
Yes.
year,
absolutely.
5, 6, 7, 8 years down the road.
Absolutely.
I remember that one time. I bet you if you call Fat Joe for a favor,
One time.
he would do it because he remembers from 2005.
He specifically said there's only a handful of people that could call it. I need Fat Joe on the line. It's
To
Baby.
get
Like,
that,
all right.
and he's not lying.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even come back in the hip hop form. It came back in religion.
Yeah.
Like we were in church. My bishop brought me to the back to the VIP room, to the sacred room, and that's when they bring in the ministers. And then the minister Todd Hall were talking about how he was affiliated in the hip hop community, and Aaron Hall was his brother, the R&B singer.
Yeah.
That's his brother. I was like, bro, because I was like, man, he had the church rocking like we was in the club. Todd Hall. I'm like, we just 3 hours before just left Coco Pellis. So, you know, I'm still, and I walk in the church and I'm like, whoa, and I ain't the MC.
Yeah.
Who is that, man? He, dun, 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 dun. Hey, what's going?
Yes.
I was like, yeah, I rock with that. Yeah, I rock with that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, and everybody in the back just came Coco's too, right? You know, because that was like our lacrosse branded.
Yeah.
So they come from the club to the church too. So they still rocking. Boom, 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 boom. So he brings me to the back, and we talking about, hey, you know, Baby is one of our, you know, local DJs. You know, the Bishop. He can only talk about, you know, as much as he know about me. And he said, yeah, man, my friend is Fat Joe and so I said, for real? I said, call him.
Prove it. Prove it.
Yeah, I'd be quick to do that. I'd be quick to FaceTime somebody. Like,
Hell yeah.
You just FaceTimed the game a second ago.
So it's like, I don't know what that is, but it's like, I just be on a speed dial type of time.
Because you really be knowing. He did that for Susie one day. She mentioned something about, oh, I love St. John. He was like, boop. Immediate, like didn't even say like, let me call him. Just boop, just straight to him.
I was nervous because he tried to call the game. I'm like, I don't have anything to say.
Yeah. This guy's like, hold on.
Let me gather
You put
my
me on the spot. Hold on.
I'm glad he
I'm
didn't
so glad he
answer.
didn't answer.
Yeah,
for real. And so those relationships, man, you know, relationships is big. And I know we say it's starting to become so cliche that you kind of lose the real value. Yeah. Relationships worth more than money. Relationship. And then the first time you ask them, hey, can you do something? They're like, shit. No.
Sometimes people use a relationship to get the picture to be publicly seen with that person to show as if they have a relationship. To me, I feel like relationships is more than just knowing the person, but it's like each other, helping each other build.
Right.
So like my relationship, I have a relationship with you. Mm-hmm. I build you up, you build me up. It's one of those situations where it's not even tit for tat. We don't take tallies on what we're doing for each other.
Yes. Can't count favors.
Yeah,
You
we
know what I'm saying?
just
But
get it. That's
I will say, in the climate that we're in, you gotta FaceTime me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Fair
gotta
enough.
FaceTime me.
Yeah.
You
I'm
get
a
that?
FaceTime guy.
Like for real, that's right. Like, you know,
A phone call is not personal, and a FaceTime is more of a personal.
FaceTime. Everybody do things for clout.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't do anything for clout.
Yeah.
We all do it, from the sneakers to the way we dress to the jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
the type of car you want to drive.
It's just some people do it moderately and some people crash out.
Yes, we just can't do anything. I'm not finna go in Walmart and stand on the checkout machine and pour milk on my body. I'm not finna do that.
I've seen that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just not finna do that.
You just can't.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's
levels to it. But FaceTiming a Scotty 3 times a week because I'm in LA
Yeah.
and I'm in a shoe store. I'm in New York and this guy say he's a sneakerhead and I'm not. I'm a sneaker lover. And then I go to Miami and I'm in some type of damn sneaker event. I'm FaceTiming Scotty every damn time.
Yeah.
Every time. And he, what does Baby want? Yeah, it's me, motherfucker. Yeah, tell this motherfucker, you know, yeah, motherfucker, I told you, I know the motherfucker now. Yeah, is that too much?
No.
Not at all. I think that's what's needed in situations like that, to have those types of relationships. I think people are quick to just get what they can out of the person and then just kind of
Burn off.
burn off.
And that's where it's never Bebe's never crossing the line or vice versa, because it's never like let me get the clout off this phone call from Scotty and then that's it. I only talk to Scotty when I call because I need some we have a real relationship.
Yeah, no, we're trying to dump shit
Yeah.
into Scotty. Like we're investing into Scotty.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I think you could use this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
And that's why I'm good at every barbecue. You know?
Like, you was good before then. I just didn't know it. I just didn't know it. I had to get hip on what Scotty and you know, the same thing for Larry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, our newly found, relationship is spun off of them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes, man, you know, we just don't take advantage because we're so trying not to be stereotyped as clout chasers.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. Self-validation first. I value me. I know what I am. I know who I am not. I stunt sometimes. I never bought the fake jewelry though.
I did.
I just felt like even way back then, the little motherfucker with the diamond testers, he was coming out of nowhere. I kind of like, I kind of manifested him.
wasn't
like,
Have you not seen my last
I was about to
post?
say, speaking of Scotty, just got caught with
he just got
the
hit.
diamond tester.
They ran up on me in Utah thinking my shit was fake. There was so much fake jewelry around. Everyone was wearing fake shit, and they're going to come to the white boy. And guess what?
you
I
passed
passed the test.
Yes.
I said, this is Johnny Dang. Don't disrespect me or Johnny.
Yes.
We're diamond boys.
Yes, boy. I'm a diamond boy.
And they did not want to dap me up after that.
Fuck.
They thought I was finna. Yeah, they thought they was finna expose
They
somebody.
thought, bro.
Too late, Lex Luthor.
Dog. And it's
Yeah,
just,
man.
It's
So-
one of those things where it's like, you would have maybe 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, they had you there to
They
the
would've
right.
got-
They had
they
you
would've
there
got
to
you
the
there.
right.
The Cartiers, the gold chain, like in my
Everything.
neck. I had to clean my neck every night. Shit's turning green.
Itching on the neck and shit. God
Turning into
damn.
scabs.
Nah.
When Bebe was talking a minute ago about how like we actually do business and work with each other, it made me think. There was one time Bebe had me pull up in like Duncanville or some South Dallas hood somewhere at like 1 a.m. with about $500-600 worth of clothes and shoes, and it was pretty scary. I forgot all about that until that moment when you was talking. I was like, nah, this man made me do some crazy shit before.
Yeah.
But you had the cosign, so it was okay.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Like I don't have that problem, bro. Like, and it's not that the wolves are not hungry.
I'm gonna tell you what it is with you is you hold a unique position of power, and I think that the especially the young street cats, they respect that because they understand the power you hold. You understand? You can be you are a gatekeeper yourself, and so if somebody needs, like the boys were telling me the other day that you came to the store and they just felt bad for you because somebody was in here.
was just about to tell
trying
that
to send
story.
you their song or whatever it was, making you download, and it's like, but you're a gatekeeper, and so that's a big part of why it's like hands off, baby. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the best part is they said Bebe sat there on the bench and
And still listen to the song.
Yep.
like this.
Absolutely.
Told him how he felt. And, now that guy can walk away and know that there's not a bad taste about Bebe in his mouth. And that's the type you asked us when we sat down, like, how is it, guys? And I said, I love it. And how is it meeting new people that are happy to see you? I love it. It doesn't get old because the smiles and the reactions and the things I see on people's face show that we are impactful in people's lives. And that's the main purpose.
It's hard to balance that too. And that's, if I could leave a private conversation, is I want to tell y'all to always balance. Don't give no one an opportunity to confuse you with something else. They never confuse me with a radio host or a person that holds gossip. Even on the radio show, I always say, I don't make the news.
Yep.
I'm just
I just
reporting.
report
Yeah, I
it.
just reported.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that leaves me room to do a job, not my job.
Correct.
Because you can choose the words that come out of your mouth.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep. So no one can force you to go out on the station and say,
Oh no,
nah.
that's the day that I'm going to nut up,
Yeah.
or I'm going to be sick,
Yeah.
or I'm going to funny story, and then I have to tell you, shout out my dog Trap Boy Freddy. I get to work, and I do very little Dallas hood news. You know I'm familiar, right? We're tapped in, right? I'm talking about tapped the fuck in.
Yeah.
And I could easily use my platform to be a shun that's negative,
Yeah.
or a life of sky, or just the negative bloggers, or I could easily use my platform to go and create a narrative, right? But I choose to balance and call it for what it is. The villain hardly ever gets a chance to tell his side of the story because he's always on defense,
Correct.
Yeah.
right? So story comes on Tiger.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
found in Arlington.
Yeah, a little baby
Oak Cliff,
tiger.
no,
Oh, yeah,
Oak
Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff, right? And because I'm tapped in, all right, I got my paperwork on my desk, and out of all the stories, I look over there and it don't have a name on it Authorities, bam, also found a tiger. And because I'm tapped in, I said, oh, let me have some fun with this shit. And I got ready to go on. And I said, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who the hell, the police, y'all ain't think y'all thought y'all was going over there. You thought the pit bulls was the only thing y'all was gonna have to dodge when you trying to serve a goddamn warrant, but you didn't know you was gonna run up on a row. You ran over there, knocked on that goddamn door, and a row answered the door. Yeah, you couldn't. You said, okay, today is not a good day for me to serve this warrant, but yeah, because the row was over there. Now, can anybody find Trap Boy Freddy? Now, I did not know it didn't have no name. Day one did not have no name on this piece of information.
But just because you know,
because I'm tapped the fuck in. Oh, I done went in and painted a whole scenario. Y'all ran in there and you ran up on it, tried to go in there and get them goddamn pistols, and you tried to find that little drug over there. You didn't know that the row was in there, but the row made you delay you. Today is not a good day to be a police officer. So I done built the story up, and come to find out the next day that something said Trap Boy Fred. I said, oh shit. And there's a group of people that are already there, ready to say, we're going to put Oak Cliff against something that's positive. So you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
100%.
And I had to FaceTime, but I said, hey, I might have went a little too early on that story. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I done gave the layout.
But just out of the imagination, not knowing that was really probably exactly how that whole situation.
Boy, that's what I'm trying to fucking tell you.
Yeah.
It's a million of them stories, right?
Yeah.
Boy, so I have to be careful, at the shit that I say.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like you pay a big factor in situations like that, because you can play damage control with the media. So you got the media trying to paint a picture, but then you have somebody who's certified. And if you can do any little bit of saying something positive in the favor of sometimes someone being mistreated to help push it away from that person and bring more light, I think that you have that power in the streets and with the music. And I think you use it accordingly. And it's one of those things that's what we do too. And, when we travel, we highlight. We go to all the stores. We put all the stores on. We put all the vendors on. We try to make sure that we show positiveness in everything that either A, doesn't have light shown on it, or in a negative standpoint.
And that, my friend, is the word balance. That's what I'm trying to paint the picture of, balance. Mm-hmm. So even if you have to go off to the left sometimes, your track record says you've been highlighting so long, we'll let that one slide.
Your word stronger than the media sometimes, Well, Bay Bay said this, so I'm going off what Bay Bay said.
We're listening to him to see how he... Another story, Chris Brown, at the house. The girl called the police. Chris was in the house, wasn't answering the door. Then they say they finally got a warrant to go in there. They found guns in the weed. But when I wrote the story out, everybody, man, shit, hell, that's Bubba over there in South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Shit, everybody do that, you know. And it's, you're right, to help.
Yeah, you numb it down a little bit.
Because everybody else, now he know he wrong for having them goddamn same kind of guns like T.I. over there.
Yeah, they love throwing gasoline on the fire.
Everybody loves that. They love, playing Christian on social media. Yep. And so, the social media, I love it because it's a great tool for us to reach people. But I always think about social media like the villain that says, if I can get all 6 rings, I can rule the world. That's how I look at Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Like, I fuck with it heavy, but I always gotta be like, one false move.
It's a tool.
Yeah, could fuck this whole shit up.
Because everyone loves to voice their opinion, and most of the time it's in a negative manner.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody
really likes to talk about the positive things. So I feel like having more positive people around me in a conglomerate can help shine more light brighter. And that's why we're very picky about who we're around at all times.
People will be happy to come to this,
Yeah.
Believe me, positive does win.
Yeah.
It just may not. It takes a while. A lie has feet. No, a lie has wings. The truth has feet, but eventually it'll catch up.
Yeah.
I like that.
You feel me?
Yeah. So before we ever met you, we all meaning everybody listening, all of us, we all knew your name already.
Indirectly, though.
Indirectly, because we were all singing it on a song.
Right.
Hey, Bay Bay.
Right.
Hey, Bay Bay. And I've always wondered, and I've never asked, but today is the time.
We got time.
How did that happen? And give me the backstory to the A Bay Bay, Hurricane Chris. Like, where did that?
The new transitioned way of TikTok doing it now too. It's all the same.
Into the dance, yeah.
The dance on TikTok.
Certain people in our region kind of know. If you're from Louisiana, you have the textbook right there
Sure.
on your table, whether or not you choose to read it or not.
In terms of the connection there and how that.
The whole thing.
Gotcha.
All right. So, A Bay Bay, you introduced me as who? What were the accolades you gave me? You said radio personality. Pioneer. It's another one you said. You said
Not grandfather.
Record breaker.
You said record breaker.
Record breaker.
So if you know the lyrics to A Bay Bay, you will hear that Hurricane Chris is giving flowers, thank yous, trying to tell the world,
Who put,
you know what we say
yeah,
in the club?
Hey, Bay Bay.
White folks, gangsters, and the thugs,
Yeah.
Coco Pellis.
Is that place still open?
Hold on, that's a whole nother story. Goddamn.
I gotta go there.
Do we have time? Shit. Right. You want to know what we say in the club? What club? Coco Pellis. A Bay Bay. He's the guy. White folks, gangsters, and the thugs. A Bay Bay. Him, the guy. Stunned with a stack full of dubs. He makes us feel good where we flaunt our money.
Yeah.
A Bay Bay. That guy. I'm in the club hollering, A Bay Bay. Make me have a good time. Make me have a good time.
Yeah.
Make me have a good time. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah. So it was based off of people rocking with you
Yeah,
at the
the
club,
energy.
the energy you was putting out, breaking them, spinning them records, and providing that
And
experience.
I don't care what he say or she say. I'm in the DJ booth
Yeah.
taking pictures with.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
baby.
with nothing with wanting nothing in return.
Nah, but just to see people win.
Yeah.
The song came about after the chant. A Bay Bay.
Oh, so it was already a thing prior.
Yeah. So they was really in the club yelling this.
Yes.
Just to any track, or did you have like an intro?
Over every track. No intro.
The clapping and stuff too. Like,
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, you finna give me out my body right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we say, baby. Hey, in Louisiana, we don't really need no music.
Yeah.
It's a hey. Hey. You see what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm moving already.
Hey, hey,
I'm moving.
Hey, your feet moving. Hey, come on now. Rocka, yeah. Rocka, yeah. Larry, yeah. Scotty, yeah. Beat me up, yeah. Come on. Yeah, you see how y'all rock? God damn it, y'all rocking already. Come on. Hey, so imagine that on a night that it's so hot in the club, or it's so rocking the energy that the amps go out. Everything left is the mic. The mic is the only thing that's on.
And so it just
And
left to
baby,
you to still just rock it.
Yeah, I'm rocking. I'm rolling. Yeah, I'm rocking. I'm like blue, yellow, pink, red.
yeah.
Pills all colors like some fucking Easter egg. Come on. G, yeah. A rocker, yeah. A rocker, yeah. A rocker, yeah. We don't need no music, A rocker, yeah. A rocker, yeah. Now put your hands up. Come on. Yeah. A rocker, yeah. A rocker, yeah. Now do the Rick James. Woo! I'm out for 5 minutes
Till the amp come back on.
till the amp come back on. And when the amp come back on, the DJ boom, 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 boom. And I'm still yeah. And the energy just a building.
That's tight.
That's tight.
and that's what A Bay Bay stands for.
Energy.
Energy
When he
levels.
comes around, energy.
You want to talk about good energy? You're one of the people, like, anytime I've ever seen you, you can make somebody who might be having a bad day smile.
Have a good day.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen you pissed, concerned,
never.
mad,
Never.
sad, complaining. He doesn't even complain. It's always just...
It's just good energy always. All the time.
But it's you too. You have it. I see it.
Yeah.
You have it too. It's a tricking, a rewiring
Yeah.
of the mind. And I know what it feels like not to be given. 90% of your day is about complaining about what you don't have. Let's flip that shit. When you get up, nigga, I'm just thankful
For the opportunity to go and get it.
to go. Whatever it is, I ain't worried about, I ain't got on no shoes. I know Larry and I'm getting dressed in the store. Here I come.
You're like the only person allowed in the back.
I be back there trying shit on.
Baby, I need to try some
Customers, if you get out and you smell some good shit on, baby, you probably tried the shit on. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I mean, but think about it, bro. 90% of your day is about, oh, fuck these motherfuckers. Oh, man, this is just complaining. Not mine.
Mine either. I don't
So-
get down like that.
So when Bebe, the song came out, did that put you on the map differently than what you were already doing?
All right, so here we go. So I love this, right?
I'm ready.
Conversations, right? So the song, the chant turned to a song. The song turned into exposure for Hurricane.
For sure.
So you seen the pictures. I was already moving around the world.
Yeah.
And for our young kids to rewire them, they have to be exposed. I don't know when y'all got exposed to fashion and shoes and made you like, I gotta have them shits. I don't know if you were neglected not to have the new shoes.
Just grew up in the suburbs.
Did you always have the new shits?
I had the new stuff.
What made y'all turn to sneakerheads though?
So most kids grew up watching cartoons and yada. I grew up watching BET, MTV.
Right.
I saw myself in those music videos. I always wanted to be a rapper my whole life. I always wanted to, I always wanted to dress like a rapper. I was a rapper for a long time.
So-
like I lived that life.
see,
that was my whole influence.
My parents wouldn't allow certain things because that would get out of character. So the little things I could get away
I
with
got you.
were shoes,
Got you.
and then listening to music when they're not around, because a lot of the music I was listening to, I had to hide from them.
Got you. Overstood. So now I understand. But for me, traveling, exposure, for me to see how Larry grew up, for me to see how you was rocking on the East, overseas, like exposure helped me. Then I was able to go out, see, and come back and be like, yo, for A Bay Bay, the chant, I was already traveling. So they just gave me an anthem. I went to Puerto Rico. I went to Juicy J's in them house for Project Pat's listening. So you know the Memphis sound, right?
Project Pata.
Yeah. Me and Pat and Juicy J and 365 will always have history because I broke A Bay Bay, the record at their house.
Project Pat's my favorite
You know
rapper.
how? Yeah, I know. You told me. And the shits. I FaceTimed you.
The crazy part is we're friends now. So you see how that worked? I grew up listening to Lil Flip. He became my friend, then transitioned growing up to Lil Project Pat. Now he's my friend.
This guy.
But you are the one, though. You FaceTimed me.
No.
Yeah,
no.
he did a 3-way FaceTime with us and got him on the phone.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
co-signed me, which made Project Pat 1,000% fuck with me.
but that's
You didn't have to do that.
all right. So we told you. Damn, he reminded me of that shit, right?
Yeah, because that ties in right there.
Yeah, it did.
It tied in right there.
So me traveling and was able to position myself with people. When I came with the record, I wasn't coming and say, hey, play my record.
Yeah.
I was looking for the opportunity. An empty CD player.
Mm-hmm.
And I ease over and put the CD in there and mash play. And walk away from it. Because all the you see everybody gonna do Flintstone shit, right? Flintstones. So I ease away from, and then it and it was like nothing that Memphis was. It wasn't the same cadence.
Right.
So everybody in this Juicy J and them type party, if you know how they party,
Yeah, they're crunk.
everybody there.
They get crunk.
So they in that motherfucker drunk, and that shit just is catchy.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. the porn stars, the everybody, the DJs, everybody. I told you. So they all was saying the shit. And they knew my name was Bay Bay. So motherfucker Juicy J, Bay Bay Bay, Bay Bay Bay, Bay Bay Bay, Bay Bay Bay. He's like, and then one of my partners say, you know that song is about him? Bay Bay Bay. So then the whole house got excited. And then the shit started traveling like around the room. Like, hey, you know that song's about him? Baby. And so now I'm in a circle explaining to these motherfuckers how I got an anthem.
Yeah. And
it's not even your song.
Yeah,
and
it's not even a song.
Yeah.
The song, this is the only copy.
Yeah.
The world had not heard it yet. And this is the only copy.
Oh.
The only thing that exists is the chant that's going crazy in the clubs when I'm rocking.
Yeah.
But this is the physical song.
Yeah. Yeah.
And DJ MacArthur from Atlanta say, give me that CD. I'm going to take it to Atlanta.
Who was he in Atlanta at the time?
Mix show DJ.
Like he's setting the trends as far as music.
Yeah, he was the guy.
He's releasing the hot shit.
Yeah.
Because it was in the hands of the DJs back in the day.
DJ MacArthur said, I'm going to break this motherfucker. Sweating, popping beads and shit. I'm going to break this motherfucker. 2 weeks. That motherfucker left that damn listening session. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers calling my phone.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Time to make that music video
Collipark. Hey, y'all. Hey, man, what's up, man? Man, I like this record, man. They say that who was on the record? Is that Boosie? I said, nah, they ain't no Boosie, man.
It did have that little
Boosie, man. He said, man, I don't know if it's y'all, you niggas from Louisiana. Y'all niggas, they got a raspy. I said, man, nah, this nigga's a 16-year-old nigga, man. It's my little nigga, bro. He was like, well, nigga, what's up, nigga? Do I need to be in Louisiana tonight? I was like, yeah, nigga, be in Louisiana tonight. They don't try this shit go. But I'm just talking on some. I want this motherfucker to come to my club.
Yeah.
Cause he's Collipark. He's DJ Smurf.
Yeah.
They're gonna see how they treat you there and be like,
come on, cuz now you picking this shit up.
Yep.
So I'm inviting him down for some other shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker caught a flight to Shreveport. I said,
wow.
He must have caught a crop duster.
Yeah.
Because motherfucker, you would have to fly to Dallas and drive to Shreveport to get there in the same night.
Yeah.
Shit, that motherfucker got. He said, man, I'll be there in an hour. I said, what? So I picked him up from the airport, drove him. We stopped to get some gas. I was in my 1996 Astro van, candy orange, clear shot windows.
I was about to say, what did we have done to this van?
Shit, this van was the shit. Boy, if you don't know, hey,
I know what Astros are.
Shit, you don't know this Astro. This Astro had the boy popping. The van was hotter than Bay Bay was. Everybody knew. Man, listen, when you get into this shit gonna bleed over to another episode, right? But this Astro van was the motherfucking shit, bro. And
Where is it?
I feel like I got to see this van.
this van is the shit, boy.
How many screens you have in there?
Come on, man. You know that shit was, the goddamn van was crawling, son.
Screens falling like rain.
Shit, you know it, man.
Trunk shaking like thunder.
Shit, come on, man.
Oh, wow.
Come on, yeah.
Oh,
shit,
that's hard.
Yes.
And he had best believe them spokes on
Yes.
there too.
Oh, yeah.
Best believe them spokes.
You know that mustard and mayonnaise shit was coming down, boy. That was the hustle bucket.
Everything I expected it
The
to be.
hustle bucket.
The hustle bucket. So we stopped to get gas.
What year is this? 2000?
Shit, 2005, 6.
Okay.
No, 2006. And we stopped to get gas and we ran into Mandigo. Mandigo is the one who came up with the word ratchet.
This is confirmed? Like
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know the history of that.
The ratchet word
yeah.
started, it's not nobody else.
Okay.
It's Mandigo. Mandigo's from Cedar Grove in Shreveport. He started the ratchet.
I just remember like Juicy J saying it a lot too back in the day. Ratchet hose.
You say no to
Mandigo,
ratchet.
do your
J.
Googles, do your fact checks.
I believe you. I believe anything you tell me.
Mandigo, he's serving a bid in Angola. right
Yo,
now.
free him. Free that man.
Shit.
Yeah, free
Oh, wait,
Mandigo
hold
till
on.
it's backwards.
Is it okay if I say free that man, or did he do some fucked
No,
up shit?
free Mandigo till it's backwards.
Free
man.
Mandigo.
Shit,
Alright,
little
there you
truck
go.
selling ain't never
Free
heard nobody.
Mandigo.
Right, cool. All right. So now, here we go. We see Mandigo. I say, hey, boy, shit about to pop off, boy. You know what that is? And call me, boy. You're like, who? I said, nah, that's DJ Smurf. That's Collipark. Mandigo was already doing the music shit,
Mm-hmm.
but they was on a different wave. But the producer that was in Lava House produced A Bay Bay, the record. Name is Funk Dog. So I take Collipark on down to the club. I say, hey, you going in there? I'll be in there in a minute.
Oh, you want him to see the intro.
Come on, cuz he picking up what I put down.
You know
but before then, he say, no, don't take me where you at. Take me somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I take him to another spot and I get out the car and then they, baby. He's like, oh, the motherfucker know who you is now. Motherfucker know who you is now. All right, let's go to your spot. So I take him to the club where I'm at. And he get in that motherfucker, you know, looking around like an executive.
Yeah.
So he looking around and then I go up there and get on that microphone. And he seen that shit go to the roof. Not, you know,
just
no.
instant.
Bitch rocket
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah.
That motherfucker said, oh, shit. So after I looked over and seen that he had enough, because he was a DJ too. After I looked over and seen he had enough of that shit, that energy shit, I was like, you ready to get out of here? Like, shit, yeah, man, you know, shit, let's get on up out of here, man.
It didn't take long for him to really just,
Nah, he already knew.
in a matter
He
of
knew.
moments.
He had brought his lawyer with him. And this is why I respect Collipark and his lawyer. He brought his lawyer with him. This motherfucker had a printer
What?
in the bag in his satchel.
Well, that's old school.
That motherfucker whipped that bitch out and sat on tape. Say, hey, what we talking? They was ready to sign.
What? On the spot.
I said, shit. I don't know about this shit. Hold on. So he gave me a check. He said, don't spend that. Keep that. I'll be back in about a week.
Can we disclose that number or probably not?
I can't disclose that. That's right. That was a good one. They're going to be still private. I'll tell you that on the next episode. Okay. But he said, don't spend that. I'll be back. So I got that motherfucker. And we let that bitch sit in our hands for like 2 to 3 days.
Just looking at it.
Fucking my little partner, 3 feet, the one who told me how we were going to do the A Bay Bay shit. Because he orchestrated the shit. He was like, yo, let us make the song about you. You take it worldwide. We put our city on the map. Shit happened just the fuck like that. Yeah. So Hurricane was a battle rapper. He wasn't.
I didn't know
He
that.
wasn't my guy. He was 3 Feet's guy. So 3 Feet was my engineer on my radio show. So this is his favor, calling on me like, yo, you know, take the shit. Not to mention, nigga, we talking about you, so you have nothing more to gain but all the exposure and shit, right? So I did that. Gave King Arthur the record. He went back to Atlanta. Played that shit so much. Called me and said, hey, boy, they finna put your shit going up against, I think, Laffy Taffy.
Not that far out.
Yeah.
2006, that
So
might be right.
Are we talking like TRL 106 in Park against?
yeah,
Or are we
106
talking like
106 Park,
ratings?
106.
Yeah, 106 in Park. Yeah, we talking that shit. But we going up
the
against
countdown.
us. No, we going up against their mixer, like the songs they can bring in from the streets that's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Because back then it was select.
Yes, but now, you know, the programmers, they got a little, you know, selfish.
Yeah.
They want, what's hot out there? Y'all lying. Y'all out here doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you get voted in, your shit going.
Yeah.
It was hard back then.
Oh yeah, we
It was
were
politics for
come on,
sure.
but yeah, but the A Bay Bay shit won, and that's how Collipark got us. So that shit happened. The shit was already planned from King Arthur getting it, and King Arthur converting it to MP3. He sent it to our other DJs. So A Bay Bay, the song was playing in 16 of the markets. Yeah. Shreveport had never heard it. They never heard the song.
What?
And it was already spinning.
It's already spinning
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's also a cool thing because then it's like
Yes,
That's when you know
it's hot before it even reached here. Let you
Yeah.
know that like
people really outside
really
of here is
fucking
really
with us.
messing with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
yes.
you know, I mean, aside from like No Limit and Cash Money, there
Right.
was and Boozy and Webby had just started
It was
doing their.
bubbling. I put Boosie on the remix and was finna fuck up and play the Boosie version
But to the people,
to the people
Oh, no.
before Hurricane really got a chance to get his feet planted as an artist.
instead you kept it in the holster.
Yes. And then when we did the remix, the Boosie verse was
sh-
from me and me asking Boosie to get on it. Thought that Ratchet was a fool, but A Bay Bay going off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how all of that happened. The reason why Bay Bay did not get branded with the Hurricane Chris record, the A Bay Bay, was because my presence was so bright.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
There,
The labels asked me, hey, can you fall back a little bit and let the artists
Yeah.
be the artist? I mean, everybody knows it's about you, they know that.
Yeah.
So
it was
let them-
about letting Chris get the growth as an artist.
Exactly.
Did you ever like go on tour with him when he would do the
We
songs
did.
and
Yes,
stuff?
we did. We did BT. And again, I was so being a boss. I would never ask them for the money, like from shows and appearances and shit like that. So when we would go do shows, I would never ask them like, where my cut at? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You just rocking.
I was just rocking, and then I was like, I'm not gonna ask this nigga for no money,
Your connections are worth more anyways.
right? I just went back home. I was like, yo, that's that's y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm skipping parts of the story because there was some other shit that was good that happened, but I didn't want none of bro none money. That was for my little nigga. Like if I did the favor for you, we talked about you don't count favors.
Yeah.
Even if you had to do some other shit to get in position till I am like, nah, I don't want y'all money. So I came back home and did the club. So I didn't get branded with that. Nigga, I was so busy orchestrating the video and getting people to be interactive that nigga, and cut, that was a wrap. I was like, yo, nigga, we ain't put me in the video. So nigga, they had to go and create another little scene to put me, and I'm in the back behind the car doing the Rick James. The dance. So nigga, if you look at that motherfucker, they like, yeah, that's, but Shreveport was fucked up about that. They was like, yo,
Why y'all doing
this
that?
shit is about you, nigga, why the fuck?
Yeah.
But as they seen the label press the button on Kane,
It's the label.
they was like, shit, well, yeah, he is representing the city, though. That motherfucker hard now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that motherfucker hard now. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop the flow, goddammit. So they were different, you know what I'm saying? It kind of like they learned to love him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so by me not getting branded with him, you didn't see the Bay Bay, but all of the industry knew.
Of course.
Shreveport knew, the industry knew, and some people in Dallas knew. That's the reason why you never saw me get branded with the A Bay Bay.
I think that's smart though.
Yes, it is now.
People are only gonna
I was going to say, in hindsight, I don't think that.
Yes, because I didn't die with whatever that
Correct.
was.
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
The remix, I got branded with it. You go through the remix video, you see me all in through that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But no, that was him, right?
You seem like you're more or less the dot connector in the sense of making things shake.
You preaching right now, but we ain't gonna. You become. I don't want to say this because then everybody's gonna try to do this part. This is the part of the game that it takes a real person to be selfless, to put others on, sacrifice.
All day sacrifice.
You become bigger by becoming a platform for people to jump off of
I like
than
that.
actually the person that's jumping off.
And I think you doing it that way allowed you to do all these other things prior.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to go to LA and run into the game and you're like, oh yeah, you're that guy that
Yes.
is tied to this other guy that's, you know what I'm saying?
that no
Like,
longer.
However they view you.
Right. That's no longer.
So, Hey Bay Baby was so big that Jersey, that's one of the main songs that they sample. Hey Bay Bay. Hey Bay Bay. So in Jersey, the Hey Bay Bay sample of Hey Bay Bay is hot as fuck. Several DJs, they use it as like one of the transitions and shit like they.
Right.
So this shit popping in New Jersey, we don't even know that. Thank God for TikTok. On the Jersey anniversary day, this girl DJ Kia, she puts the do 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 do
Yeah.
do. So it was all homage to Jersey, and one of the main heard samples of the record was "A Bay Bay," but in that song is "A Bay Bay," "My Neck, My Back" by Kaya,
I didn't even catch that. Now that you're saying
and it's
that.
another song. So it's 3 songs that's
That's in that little transitional, because I always wondered what that beat was, because it sounds familiar but it don't, and that's why, because you're hearing chords and notes from 3 different familiar songs, but it's meshed together.
But the drive part of it,
Yeah, the one that
is
makes the people start doing the dance.
anniversary. The thing that does this here,
do 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 do. Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that Tony.
it's our anniversary. So it's our anniversary. It's Jersey's anniversary.
Wow. How long did it take you to learn that dance?
It took me, because I was a drum major. So drum majors, we do the up,
Yeah.
and they slide.
They slide it.
So when I did it on accident, messing with my other little partner that was a drum major, Yoshi. And then we was doing it, and it was like on the caption, it was like, when the real A Bay Bay hit that hoe.
Yeah.
And then
it just took off.
That's when the celebrities, everybody, because you know the celebs follow Baby.
I was seeing, I was literally seeing everybody doing you could think of doing that dance.
So what I did, what Bay did, was I went back and started putting the paint where it ain't. Mm-hmm. I went back and paid homage to the DJ that did the mix, DJ Kia. I went back and got Juby 25 and brought them out on the OBL.
That's when you were doing the tour with the basketball league.
Tracy McGrady, So everywhere we went, I would be doing a segment or halftime.
Yeah, you were leading the way, I saw.
And so I was just paying homage the right way, the way you're supposed to do shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the A Bay Bay record began, came to life, recame about. So I'm suffering good karma.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Now, how does that work when a song starts getting played again, but it's chopped? Does the royalties ever go to anybody?
I don't know that part of it, but I just know that it made people go and research the original version, on accident or on purpose.
Yeah.
And that's when your streams kick up. And the shit that you tied to is that you can't get money from it because, you can get money from it.
I mean, you
depends on who registered it.
You don't care about
exactly.
that anyways,
it's hard to figure out who to claim that. Who gets to claim
because it's a
that.
mix. Is all
Shout out Raphael Sadiq, big friend of the show. He's benefiting heavily from
that.
I had to say he probably is the winner from
He
that.
probably won. He probably won, man.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, it's been an honor. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're a good friend of ours. You know, you're a brother to us. You know what I mean? This is deeper than just a podcast. I'm glad that we were able to even have a platform to be able to give you an opportunity to sit down and chop it up outside just what you get to hear on the radio. If you're from Dallas and you know you in traffic, you in traffic,
and you stuck.
And I have to make that connection because there's there's so many people in Dallas who know that song, but don't realize that is you.
Right.
So I'm trying to just think of all these ways to tie. You're responsible for so much in the culture. Back. And we might have to do a part two.
We have to.
Let me say one thing. Before you leave, is there one thing you want to tell anybody that's listening? Insightful, something that you can leave with, a message?
Leave with. The word that I use is balance. You don't want to make all the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask you, like, what's that number for you that'll make you just chill? You probably tell me, 100 million. 100 million to do what? Go crazy?
Yeah.
Try to go to Mars, you know what I'm saying? Try to do some shit that you know what I'm saying? What's
don't
that
belong
number?
doing.
It's some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, balance is the word, man. Balance whatever it is you want to do. Like, you don't want to be too hot. You don't want to be too cold. That's my thing. I want to be on the top of the bottom. I never want to not be relatable.
I like that. I really like that.
Tread moderately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. That, you know what I'm saying? And so with that, you'll find peace.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a little light bulb moment for me because I be going so hard trying to get every ounce of everything. But at the same time, even back, 10 years ago, if you asked, like, what are you going to do when you get some money? It's like my whole thing was just being comfortable. I never wanted to necessarily just be like Bill Gates, like super, super rich. Like, that's not quite the goal. It was really about being comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And being able to change some things that you may see that should be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for me, I told on the last time that I spoke that I was going to try to facilitate this space where young brothers came to learn proper etiquettes.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like
because
that.
everybody loves to say, I ain't know. Ain't nobody gave me shit. I got it on my own.
Also, you can be judged by the first sentence that comes out of your mouth, the way you handle or say something.
Yes.
I can automatically take you and be like, oh, this person is this type of person.
Yes.
And sometimes they're not. They're more than that. And I will be honest, when I met Waka Flocka for the second time,
You told me that.
it was the most intelligent person I've ever encountered with as far as like in this industry. From where I used to see him to where he's grown to now. He took the everything, the tools around him that was given to him, and he really utilized them. And now he's a completely different person in my eyes.
Another one of my good friends. Man, we got to come back. And when I do that, I want you to get you like 5 to 10 names.
So you can bring a friend. We do have one more chair.
You do?
Yeah, we do.
All right. So I want you to get 5 to 10 names, and then I'll give you the Bay Bay story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we can do it.
And we should do it soon because I can't leave with all of the good jewels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
need that.
pick them. I don't care how big they are.
Yeah. Maybe even just next week we'll have to follow up because people are going to now want we don't want to leave them waiting 2 months between stories. So yeah, we could try
because
to follow
I know
up.
like y'all be having them light bulb moments.
So, and I do. I think when you said make a list of 5 to 10 people, like I have people that immediately popped in my head. Like I would love to have your insight.
Right.
We speculate a lot on industry things and things going on in the industry, but to get your insight from somebody who's really in it and understands things that we may not always get to see behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna put together those
I got
5,
a top
10 names.
10.
for you.
I had a top 5, but I had a top 10 after I finally spoke my mind the other day. I have a top 10. My top 10 not gonna be y'all top 10 because my top 10 influenced me to be a better me or a different version. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll come back and we'll run it.
Maybe we'll even tap into that a little bit. You mentioned something about it earlier that had me thinking, but going into some of the people that influenced you. You were speaking earlier and basically how you can't just like copy what another person is doing, but you would just kind of like take a little bit from here and borrow a little bit from
maybe
here.
just kind of break down each person.
And I really felt that because especially with Scotty and I being in such a unique industry, there's not direct people that we can just like, oh, I want to be like that guy. You know, we have nobody to look up to.
Right.
We had to set our own pace.
Hey, you know what? This is a good segue because Scotty's in trouble.
Who is it?
He's in trouble.
Oh man.
Tune in next time.
Yeah, just go put it up in front of the camera.
We have my brother.
Who you got?
Hey.
What's up, big dog? He's like, who's this white boy?
Yes, sir. I need you in Dallas. You can cut this part. Hey, cut it. Hey.
For those who are not on the visual aspect, who only got the audio, Bebe here just called the one and only The Game and asked him if he would come do a little sneaker shopping and maybe a little
in my
pod.
eyes, hella confused.
He was like,
I was like, what's up, man? I almost went like this by accident. I'm so glad I didn't. I mean, he is that, but I'm so glad I didn't.
hey, man. Private conversations.
Private conversations.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We thank you, baby. We know you got to get out of here. He got to get on the radio.
Oh, God.
He got to get to work.
Let's
so
go,
we
man.
appreciate you, man. Thank you. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. Private conversations out.
Later.